sent me a link to like a YouTube video of your game, and I clicked around it a little bit, but I didn't. I tried to abstain from learning too much about it because I want to enjoy it on the fly. I want to bring the novelty of a first-time player to the experience that I'm about to capture here.
Right. So I guess the best way to do it is to have me jump in first as Eve, and then you come in shortly after as my baby.
Okay, so I'm gonna be
or we could do it the other way at first. Maybe we'll do it that way first. So you jump in right now.
Your baby is what you're saying.
No. You jump in right now, and I'll be born as your baby at first, just so you can see what a train wreck that's gonna be.
Okay, so let's do this. I'm gonna click login. I'm waiting to be born. Oh yeah, that's how it is. Okay, so is this me?
Yeah, that's you. You're Eve.
Wow,
I hope.
This is all fully hand drawn, and I can move around. It looks like.
Yeah, you just click the mouse to move around. Now,
very smooth frame rate in this game. Congratulations for that.
60 frames a second.
Yeah, you gotta love 60. Does it do 144 on a 144 hertz monitor?
It does 1,200 frames a second if you want it to.
Really? Is that a joke or is that serious?
No, I measured it yesterday. I turned
neat.
VSync off and saw what it could do, and it can run at 1,200 frames a second. So yes, it can hit all those high-end monitors and everything. And there's a setting. It'll if you're at 144, it detects that and locks it to 144. If you're at some other frame rate, it finds that and locks into that.
I make a big deal out of this because a lot of our viewers still, as far as my reckoning is able to tell, they do think that like 144 hertz is some sort of ironic, obscure joke that I keep making, but it's real.
Oh yeah, there's these new monitors that either have 120 or 144, right?
Did my hair just change, or when I looked away from the screen?
Yeah, you get older in this game.
Oh no, I don't want to get older.
So Eve is born. Eve is born at age 14, and you probably just passed the 15-mile marker or something. And after you lived for a minute, and your hair got a little longer.
Is that a wolf? Is that a wolf? Is that a wolf?
Probably. All right. So where are you at there? How much food do you have left?
So I've got not too much. It looks like 7 boxes. 6
All right,
boxes.
so I'm gonna be born and kind of wipe you out here because it'll take you down to 4 right after you're born.
All right.
Because it takes
a lot.
Oh my
God! Holy! Oh, that's disgusting. I can't. It's hard for me to imagine you being born from me because I'm only 6 feet tall, and how tall are you? Like 7 feet?
I'm 6'8". Yeah.
6'8". That's pretty much. We round that up in the industry. We round that up to. By the way, I'm here with Jason Rohrer today. Hi, Jason Rohrer.
Yeah, that's me there.
I died.
Wow, okay. Yeah, you died, and then
of starvation.
Yes. How old were you?
I was 16 years old.
All right. So
let
me be Eve this time.
Okay.
And before you come in, let me just quickly walk into it, find an area that's a little bit more hospitable.
All right.
Because we're gonna right after you're born, I'm gonna be pretty famished and need some food to sustain the both of us. So I'm trying to find.
Can I feed my own mother as an infant in this game somehow? Is there a way
No, but she can pick you up and feed you. But every time she does that, it takes a little bit of food out of her. So that's part of the problem. If you're in a situation, if you're in a rough situation, okay. I found a good. Oh my gosh, this is like the Garden of Eden here. All right.
Excellent. Should I
go ahead, sir? I'm ready for you.
I click Get Reborn.
Yep, Get Reborn.
All right, I'm waiting to be born.
And there you are.
Oh my Lord, is that me? I can move.
That's you.
I only
you
have
can move as a baby, but you're very hungry right now, so stay near me. I gotta pick you up.
Okay,
and every time I pick you up, you'll notice that your food refills.
Oh, excellent. So you eat and then you. Okay.
Now you have an ability to talk. If you hit the Enter key, you'll see a little notepad come up. But your amount you can say is limited by your age. So when you're a newborn baby, you can only type a single character.
Oh, okay.
And it makes you start crying again, right? Because it's like you're.
How's that?
You're just signaling to me once you get to be 1 year old, you are going to be able to type 2 characters, like start saying ma and da and stuff. And then when you're 3 years old, you will be able, or 2 years old, you'll be able to start saying 3-letter words like cat and dog and stuff like that.
Cat, dog, yeah. This is about.
And when you're 3 years old, you'll be able to start swearing, right? That's.
It's a 4-letter words.
Yes, and when you're throughout your life, you keep gaining the ability to say longer and longer things. Okay. So as you get to be an older person, you have the wisdom to actually type multiple sentences.
I can hear the accursed eating sounds, by the way. I can hear that.
Well, we're surrounded by berry bushes. Those are the worst. If we go find some carrots, So you should kind of stick with me, and then you
Okay.
should let me know if your hunger bars are getting too low. Because
I'm
every
on
time
one now. I'm on one.
oh crap!
Get me. Oh my
Every
lord.
time,
I'm full of food
every
again.
yeah, every time I pick you up, it takes a little bit out of me. So I want to avoid picking you up until you really need it, right?
Yeah.
So I'm sitting here. I'm making some. I picked some milkweed stalks. I'm making some rope here.
It's milkweed
And I'm
debris.
gonna
I see some debris.
yeah.
How's that pronounced debris? How's that? I'm sorry, that's a joke. I'm gonna get a comment saying that I pronounced it wrong, and I didn't.
So keep following me around and letting me know. You're slowly getting older, and
Okay.
eventually you'll be able to feed yourself. But
Okay,
you
I
can't
need
do that.
food. I need food. Feed me.
Oh, grab.
Grab me. Pick me up, dude.
Woo.
Okay. Oh, nice.
All right, so let's walk over here. Actually, it'd be nice to see if we can make a basket, because then we can carry more things. I've got a pretty full belly right now, so we're safe as long as you're with me.
So this game is called 1 Hour, 1 Life. Is that the name of the game?
Yes, because you live at most 1 hour if you do everything perfectly.
Okay, and how perfect?
Every minute that goes by is a year of your life. So I think you're probably 2 now, or 2.5 or something.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna stop
I've got
here.
6 hunger bars. I drank breast milk.
Yeah, so you're 2 now.
Okay, I can move around.
Yeah, you
I
can move around.
Hi.
You still you
What do
can,
you think?
yeah.
You see that?
Can you say 2 years? Oh yeah, there you go. And you can't cry anymore. You're too old to cry.
Too old to cry.
Too old to cry.
In this Stone Age
All
world.
my tears have dried up.
I'm never gonna be too old to cry in real life though. So immersion shattered. You know. When was the last time you cried for real, Jason Rohrer?
Oh, jeez. Probably. Oh, what was it? There's some movie I watched recently where I was.
I can't.
It hit me, sobbing like a baby.
Oh, hit me! Grab me! Pick me up! I died!
Oh God! Bad baby.
Can I be reborn to you, the same mother?
Yes, you will be.
Oh my God! I didn't think. I didn't think. I wasn't thinking.
All right, go ahead and get reborn.
All right.
You'll be born hungry again.
Oh, I was born as an Eve.
Oh no! So I must be on birth cooldown right now, unfortunately.
Oh, BCD.
Yeah. So every time a woman has a baby, there's like a random cooldown period that's assigned to her just to prevent. It's like a natural child spacing thing that happens.
Yeah.
So that she doesn't get have a pile-on effect by accident.
So wait, in this actual game, because this game's not out yet, right? It's coming out soon.
Right.
So in the actual game, you're not gonna know who you're talking to. The people aren't gonna be like us. They're not gonna be Skyping while playing necessarily.
Right.
So you're gonna be born to a person you don't know. So in other words, that chat concept is going to be very necessary. I'm gonna need to send an exclamation point or whatever when I'm hungry.
Yeah, the server, I've stress tested it, and it can support about 200 simultaneous players running around this. You know, the world's not infinite, but it's good enough as infinite, right? It's 4 billion tiles wide by 4 billion tiles tall.
That's big.
Which is like 700 times the surface area of Jupiter.
That's still not big enough for today's game likers. They like huge worlds.
Yeah, so it's so big it would take decades to walk all the way across it, that kind of thing. But within that world, there could be up to 200 people running around, and so every time you die in the game, either from neglect or at old age, you'll be reborn to somebody else in the game in some other situation, right? So even if some of your friends are on the same server, there are times when you could be born to your friend, right? As like, oh my gosh, I'm your baby, this is awesome. And live out your life in their family, right? And then the next life you might be born to somebody else, right? So yes, that chat function is important, and the limits on the chat function are also important, right? Because you, as a little baby,
I'm gonna die. I haven't.
You need to find some berry bushes.
I died of 16 years at 16 years old.
Okay, I'm sure my birth cooldown is over now. So
right,
hop on in again.
I'm gonna get reborn. I'm waiting to be born. Is that you? Wait, no, I'm an Eve again.
Ah.
I'm an Eve.
You're an Eve. So yeah, so when you pick some food off of a berry bush, you just click yourself and you'll eat it.
I don't. Which ones are berry bushes?
They are little round bushes with little berries on them. You might not see. They're usually on the green grass, so you gotta like walk to a place that has like some green ground.
All right, I'm gonna find some green ground.
Keep roaming.
I'm gonna run in hunger until I find. I gotta find.
I'm over here trying to. Once you get reborn to me, I'm gonna have a little bit of a camp going here. I'm making a bow drill and trying to get a fire going.
So my chance of coming across you is extremely negligible, you would say.
Well, you're not you're not being respawned in the there's a radius that you're being respawned in.
Oh, okay. So I
So you're not
could.
being respawned somewhere in the wilderness. There's like the game is computing like where people have been so far and trying to like kind of spawn you on the outskirts, um, so that you're not like. I found that it was actually kind of boring to like find the biggest civilization and respawn Eve into the middle of that because she'd kind of instantly inherit all this stuff already done for her.
Oh, sure. Well, that doesn't
And kind
happen
of
in real life, does it?
and often squander it, right? Like if
Oh,
she's spawned
yes.
in the middle of someone's camp that has all sorts of great resources, I found that they wouldn't really care about the resources because they didn't work for them, and then just kind of squander it and live like a very short, fat
I
life.
found a berry bush.
Yeah,
Finally.
so you just click it and stick it in your mouth.
Click it and stick it.
But put your fingers in your ears and then put the berry in your mouth so you don't hear that awful
I did
chewing
it.
sound.
Okay, I'm eating berries. I'm eating them like crazy. Yeah, I can hear chewing. That's driving me nuts. All right, my Eve isn't. She's not happy. She has a smile, but I don't. Okay, I've eaten.
Well, yeah, different characters sort of have slightly different dispositions, right? So
Yeah, I look sort of happy. I got fruiting milkweed. I ate that. I'm full now. I'm completely full of food. I got a stone. What do I do with the stone when I pick up a stone?
you can pound certain things in and stuff, but you can also sharpen it on a rock. If you find a big hard rock like in the ground, like a boulder kind of,
I believe this is a rock.
then you sharpen it on that. And after you sharpen it, it becomes a little tool that you can use to dig up wild carrots, which are like the things with the white flowers.
Oh, I found.
So you can
Oh,
eat
wait,
those.
this is a stone. Okay, I believe I've.
Little round stone, and then there's a big hard rock that you can beat it on, kind of.
Okay, so now I can cut saplings.
Yes, and you can make. So that is how you can make. If you cut a sapling and then get another little round stone that you can hold in your hand and pound this, pick up the skewer and put it on a bare spot of ground and pound it in.
Yeah.
You can make a home marker that is like something that'll help you find your way back to this spot in the future.
Shoot.
So that's usually a good thing to have. It's like it's interesting how in so many 3D games I have absolutely no trouble navigating, right? Like finding my way around, remembering my way past landmarks. But in a two-dimensional game, that like natural navigation kind of systems just don't function in your brain, right?
Yeah.
So easy to get lost in this 2D game, even though there's landmarks and like different kind of geographical features of clumps of trees and different things.
I've harvested some wheat.
Yeah, that's not that useful just yet until you get farming and other stuff going. But
well, I've got.
You need an oven. You can't eat wheat by itself, right? You need to like process it, combine it with water, and make dough and do something with it, right? That requires an oven and.
One wonders how humans developed the idea of eating bread. Oh, is that dog chasing me? Oh no,
they don't. They won't chase you. They're kind of skittish, so you don't need to.
I'm hungry again. Oh heck.
Have you lived to the point of any music coming in?
Oh my God! I heard some music a little bit. I died at age 18 of starvation. I see a skull.
Yeah, the server is persistent, right? So server's been has the last map wipe was like a week and a half ago or something. So I think there's all sorts of stuff. There's little civilizations. There's farms. We just could wander around and find them. Wonder how I could.
So how many times the size of
rig
Jupiter
it to allow you to be my baby? I don't know what's going on here.
How many Jupiters is this game again? I forgot.
700, I think.
Yeah, that's 700 Jupiters.
No, we're not, like I said, we're not spread out in that area. We're all kind of, you and me are both in the center. Man, I'll walk around and see if I can find you.
I picked up something. I've got some sort of a rock in my hand, a stone.
Let me grab my basket. I mean, if you get near some food, I could try to be reborn and be your baby. If you think you're ready for it.
I don't think I'm ready to have a baby.
If you could find like a big clump of berry bushes or something that is a good solid thing of food that'll last you for a while, right? Because once you have me as a baby, it's going to be a pretty stressful time.
I'm running through a wheat field, through fields of wheat. Some kind of a savanna. I don't know where I'm going. My food meter is I'm not seeing any green grass.
Yeah, actually, I realized that I think the birth cooldown times are up to 5 minutes, right? So I think maybe we're still in that window. Maybe my character just got stuck with the longest possible one.
My character is not finding any food. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Oh, I found green grass. Oh my god. Oh lord, I died right in front of a berry bush. Oh, I found some berry bushes real bad. There's some good ones right here. There's a skull.
Oh, really? Oh,
there's multi. Is that you?
That's me. Pick me up and nurse me.
Oh my god, that's gross.
Ah.
So now you're good, and I just put you down.
Yeah, you can put me down.
And I harvest as many berries as I can.
I'll let you know when I'm hungry. So we got 2 berry bushes here. They're not going to last that long.
Yeah, they're.
I'm doing a little scouting here.
All right.
All right, you better come pick me up.
I have a huge.
You gotta
stick.
right click to set that down and come grab me. Come grab me.
I got you. You live?
Yeah. Now you can carry me for a while if we want to go walking around to look for something. As long as you're holding me, I don't need to be fed. So let's keep walking.
You're running away from me.
I'm trying to look for another berry bush. Those berry bushes are almost empty.
Yeah, the elusive berry bushes. How do we kill one of these geese? I hate them. I want them.
I'm about to die. Pick me up. Pick me up.
Okay, hold on. Let me put my thing down. I don't know what that thing was I was holding.
Woo!
How you doing?
Now right. Keep carrying me. Don't set me down. Let's walk long distance and see if we can find another food source before we both run out of food.
Where?
Don't walk in a circle. Just walk in like a straight line, I guess. So here's green.
Yeah, I'm in the green.
You probably need to cross this swamp here and go look for another area.
I'm gonna die. I'm straight up gonna die. Oh lord,
there.
Green, beautiful green. I'm dead.
Oh, now I'm just a helpless baby. So if you respawn, you'll be near me as the next Eve. Go ahead and do that.
All right, mommy's dead. Hey, there's you. How you doing?
Yeah.
Is that you?
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm fine. Don't pick me up. Let's look. If you sharpen a rock, we can go pick some carrots. Oh, here's a berry bush. Walk north here.
All right, I'm walking north with a rock in my hand. That's a berry bush. All right.
Good for food for a while.
That's I don't really need food right now though.
Okay.
I'm only 3 hunger bars down.
Okay, good. So let's look around here. Okay, you should pick me up now. Set that rock down and grab me. I'm down here.
All right, I'm gonna throw this rock on the ground and I'm gonna pick up this child.
Now just hold me while we look for. Keep walking north and see if we can find a really nice little area.
All right.
Sometimes you can find like this is pretty good here. There's some milkweed around. Sometimes you can find like the mother lode of berry bushes in a certain spot, and then it's a good spot to sort of.
Oh, here's a berry bush. But it's been extracted. I'm gonna eat some of that.
Oh, I keep walking north. Maybe this is where my camp. We're back at my camp.
All right, I got some more food.
Check out
holy
check out those riches. Check out those riches.
You made a whole bunch of stuff. I'm gonna inherit it and squander it. Hold on.
You're gonna use it to take care of me so we can both survive until I can finally start helping.
I'm gonna eat some food. Hold on. Okay, that was a disgusting sound, but that's okay.
Okay, come pick me up.
All right, I've got a child in my hand.
Okay. So I am almost old enough to pick berries myself. Let's see, can I do that yet? Nope. So just there's more berry bushes to the north. There's a whole
yeah. Okay, I'm gonna actually
very wealthy area here.
I'm gonna eat these. I'm gonna eat.
So our goal here, and there's even more to. Wow, this is the biggest trove. Oh, I can finally feed myself. So you can see I'm now a little toddler.
Oh my God, you got hair. You got like sort of a weird, messed up George Washington wig.
Hey, I'm a little kid. Be nice to me.
Yeah, kids don't have
style.
So
if we dig up this home marker and then you pound it back in, you'll have. We got to find a sharp stone, and then you can this little skewer in the center of the camp here. If you pound it in, it'll be your marker too.
Which home marker?
And so,
where down here?
Go back to where my bow and stuff are, and there's like a skewer pounded into the ground. You'll see there.
Oh yes.
So I'm putting a sharp stone over that we can use to dig that up. And once you dig it up and reset it, then it'll be your home as well. So as you walk further away, you'll always know how to get back.
So I pick up the stone, and I have to sharpen the stone somewhere.
Yeah, and then you can use it to dig up the home marker.
All right, where is something to sharpen this here stone with? I found another gooseberry bush.
You need one of those big rocks.
And
don't get lost.
Yeah, I don't want to get lost. There's plenty of bushes around here, though, so I feel good about getting lost.
Yeah, I set a sharp stone down there, so you can use mine. You see it?
Oh, where is it? Oh, there it is, yeah. Okay.
So dig up the skewer, and then once you and then
I did it.
set it down and use the round stone to pound the skewer in again yourself.
All right.
So set the skewer down and pound it in with that round stone that's down there. Yeah.
So like this.
There's down. Yeah, pound it in.
Oops.
So now if you notice, if you walk far away
did
from
it.
that marker, there's a little arrow that'll point you back in the center of your screen that'll help you find your way back home.
Yeah, I see it. Neat. And if I go down.
So
this
that'll
way,
help us. So we can, now we're kind of safe to, go on like more dangerous journeys and stuff where we don't have to worry like, are we going to be able to, find our way back home? We can wander off looking for resources.
That's
So
incredible.
what we need to do right now is we're trying to make a fire.
All right. Fire is
So
good.
So we need to find so like a branch that we can chop up
Wait,
with that hatchet.
I need food. I need food.
North.
I've been neglecting my food needs. I live again. Okay. I'm gonna eat a little bit more. Oh. What's the how often do these grow? These the berries.
One new berry comes in every 10 minutes.
Oh heck.
But we have a lot around here, so we'll be all right until we can also start snaring rabbits pretty soon because we're gonna have a fire that we can cook them on.
Excellent.
So that's the next step.
You don't think cavemen ate raw rabbit?
I don't know, man.
All right, what do we do?
There's okay. So let's take that hatchet and chop up that wood there.
Where's the
I'm
hatchet?
gonna get a
Here it is.
leaf.
I'm gonna get that hatchet. Ugh, give me that.
You have a berry in your hand.
Oh heck, I'll eat it.
Eat it
Okay, I got the hatchet.
and chop up this branch, not the shaft. We need that shaft to make the fire.
Okay, which branch? This one? Straight branch?
Yeah. There you go. So now we have a pile of kindling. I gotta go get some food, and I'll be back in a second. So if you use the bow drill on that shaft, you'll make an ember, and you'll see a little wisp of smoke coming up.
Oh, there's music.
Yeah, music, it happens every 5 minutes as you age over time. A different piece of music plays at each milestone throughout your life.
All right, so what am I supposed to do to start this fire?
So use the bow drill on that shaft.
What's the bow drill?
It looks like a bow with a little.
Oh yeah, okay, sorry. Bow drill on the shaft.
On the
long straight shaft. Okay, here it comes.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
I
you
see
made a little ember now.
a little bit
And
of
I'm
an
gonna
ember,
pick up. Yeah, if I pick up the ember with this leaf, then we have an ember on a leaf that we can then put on a piece of tinder, which I gotta grab.
I gotta
Hold on
eat
a
some
sec.
food real quick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go grab one of these big berries. I'm gonna put
Okay, so we have everything set up for the fire when you get back. I'll walk you through that. So one of the things that's going on right now is we're naked.
Yeah.
So we're cold, and when we're cold, we consume food, at least twice as fast as someone who's like clothed and warm, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So that's why it's like this constant pressure to eat because we're like basically kind of shivering and using a lot of energy right now.
Yeah, you got some weird hair now too. Look at that.
Yeah, I like it.
It's crazy. All right.
All right, so use that bow drill
Mhm.
and on that thing, and then I'll pick up the ember
On the shaft.
and I'll put it on. I'll put it on the tinder there, and in a second we'll see it. Listen for it.
Yeah.
Did
Ooh.
it puff?
A little heard a little puff there.
Now,
That was good.
Now set down the bow drill and put the kindling on that.
The kindle.
Hurry! Oh, it went out.
It
Okay,
went
let's
out?
do it again.
Okay, let's do it again. Bow
I
drill.
gotta get another piece. I gotta get another piece of tinder. Hold on a
All
minute.
right, get another tindo. And here we go. Ready? Boom.
Hold on. I gotta find a good spot to set it down. Okay.
Oh heck. Okay. And
So you see the tinder down here, not below
Yeah,
the basket.
I see it. What do I do?
So
Put
you
these.
gotta wait for it to flame up, and then put the kindling on it.
Okay. Kindling. On
There you go.
the
Put it-
kindling. Then we got a fire. I need food.
Yeah, and if you notice your temperature meter goes up when you're near it, because that's
Yeah,
means that
mommy's
you're-
hungry. Where's the food at?
North.
Mommy needs it.
North. Way north. Keep following me. There's some up
Oh
here.
my god, gooseberries. Okay. Let's eat these disgusting sounds. Just eat, Mom. Okay, so
So now we got a fire.
all
right?
right.
So that's now what we're looking for. We want to make a snare to catch some rabbits.
Yeah, stupid
And so
rabbits.
we need to go around, and you can actually take this basket if you want.
Okay. Is
um,
that a rabbit basket? I'll take
No,
it.
you can just use it. If you have the basket, you can put multiple things in it and carry like a bunch of stuff at once, right? So we're looking for milkweed stalks. We need to find a lot of it
Okay, where are you
because
at?
that's what I'm just wandering around. You got to wander. You wander in a different direction, and we both need to be looking for milkweed.
That's the human experience, I guess, huh? All right. I got saplings over here. Oh, there's plenty of gooseberries.
Yeah, but we need milkweed. It looks
I'm
like
seeing tulle reeds, more gooseberries.
milkweed grows in the green areas.
Milkweed grows where the green area goes.
Yeah. Now, all this stuff in this game is actually based on stuff that's true and real, right?
True
Like
and
you
real.
can actually, you can actually make. I mean, I have made rope out of milkweed in my life.
Oh, really?
I have started a fire with a bow drill. Like, this is these steps that we're taking are exactly the steps that you would do in real life if you actually wanted to start a fire with a bow drill, right? You actually, you can't just throw the ember on a piece of kindling and have it start, right? You need to have you need to have tinder, and you need to nurse the tinder until it makes a flame, and so all this kind of stuff is based on like the real kind of like the reality of survival in a primitive situation.
I found milkweed.
Yeah, so pick some of those.
Okay.
If you combine 2 milkweed stalks together, you'll make a little piece of thread, and then you can combine 2 of those together to make a piece of rope.
Okay, so I don't want the debris.
No, just the stalk.
Okay, just the stalk, not the debris.
And watch your hunger. You're far
Yeah.
away from home.
I'm very far away from home, let me tell you.
Look for pit stops.
All right, I'm stopping to have a couple of gooseberries.
I don't want you dying on me.
All right, where are you at?
Mom?
Yeah, I'm the mom now.
Oh, I think you actually are my surrogate mother, right? You died and then you were Eve, who was born next to me or something, right? So
Yeah, we know where I'm from. We call that a friend mom.
friend mom.
I'm your friend mom.
Oh, you're back.
Yeah, how you doing?
Okay, you got a milkweed stalk.
Just one, yeah. I didn't feel.
All right, so if you set that basket, I'll see if I can find one more, and we'll combine it, and you can make a little piece of thread. And you see my thread there, we can make a rope, and then we'll have 2 rabbit snares. We'll be we'll be cooking with gas.
Straight up. Wait, I made a rope. Look at that.
Okay. Oh yeah, you did. Okay. So we need one more. Well, okay. So take that rope. There's a big rope there, and there's the thread. So take the rope and put it on those little stakes that are next to the berry bush. There's a little pile of looks like a little pile of
yeah, over here the
piece
stakes.
of wood.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a snare.
That's a snare.
So
Nice.
let me fill up on food, and then we're gonna go out on a little rabbit hunting trip.
I'm gonna eat the gooseberry closest to the house because
That's fine.
mommy's feeling lazy. I don't want to go trucking around.
Okay. So grab that snare, and then we gotta go
I need
into
a little bit more food here.
yeah. Tank up.
It takes food to make food. You know what I mean? It's what I always say when I eat a handful of mozzarella cheese out of the bag in the middle of cooking. No, I eat a big spoonful of peanut butter sometimes while I'm cooking. Just to,
Right, yeah,
I can't wait to.
You gotta stoke the furnace.
I can't wait for this meal to be done. I'm wandering very far from the home because I'm looking for berries.
Yeah, we've kind of, so this is something that happens kind of naturally in this game, is that there's kind of an emergent timer on our efforts here, right? Because we're sort of stripping the hunter-gatherer kind of resources bare here as we like locusts. There's this treasure trove of berry bushes, to the north of our camp, and they're all empty because of the 2 of us frantically trying to get the next level of tech together before. So did you walk north?
I walked pretty far north, yeah, but then I came
Yeah,
back.
I see a lot of rabbits up here.
Wabbits?
Rabbits.
So are they?
So come on home, because we're gonna do a little snaring
Should I
demonstration.
pick up the snare?
Yeah, let's walk north together,
Right.
and we'll watch a
Hopefully
rabbit meet
there's
its
some
demise.
berries on the way because I'm only half full. Where you at?
That'll be all right. Just walk straight north.
Straight north. All right.
I hear you. Where are you? There you are.
Oh,
Okay.
you see me?
Yeah, put it on a rabbit.
You stupid rabbit. Wait, did that rabbit look wascally to you? Okay,
Just
so
wait
I've
until
got
he
a
gets it.
snared rabbit family hole. Excuse me?
I don't know where you went.
Fruiting milkweed? Did this game just call me a fruiting milkweed? Okay, I've got the rabbit.
Yeah, but you gotta wait till he dies.
I hate waiting until something dies.
Okay, now you can grab him.
I'm dying. I'm dying. Can I eat
Okay,
it?
let's no, not yet. We gotta
Find
cook
me
him.
berries. Find me berries, quick.
Come, follow me.
Mommy needs a berry. Mommy's gonna die.
God.
Mommy's
Right over here.
Mommy's okay. Mommy dead, age 26.
Oh, I'm about to die now too.
For
I think I'm old enough to. I think I'm old enough to have a baby myself now.
Oh yeah.
This is 2nd generation.
Okay, 2 gen. Here we go. You ready for 2 gen?
Yeah. Okay, come on in.
I hope this works. Waiting to be born.
There you are.
Oh Lord, I'm a filthy baby again. You know what? That's exactly how I feel every morning. It's like I'm a baby who was just born.
All right. So what happened to that rabbit? Did we abandon it up there?
That rabbit fell out of my stupid hands. Yeah.
Okay, I am going to leave you here temporarily, quickly race up and see if I can go grab that rabbit before you die.
So I'm just going to stand here and I'm going to go hang out with Grandpa's bones. There's a grave over here. Yeah, this
there's
is
the rabbit. Wait.
Fond memories of childhood.
You were walking,
staring
right,
at
with
bones.
the rabbit in your hand?
Yeah,
I don't know where you went.
I was sprinting whilst carrying a rabbit. I died of starvation.
Oh, no. Okay, hold on. Let me get the rabbit back first before you come in. I don't know where you went.
You
I
let
think our
your
rabbit
baby
is-
die.
I think our rabbit is lost somewhere in the wilderness here.
All right. I'm going to be reborn. Should I be reborn?
No, just wait. Let me come home again. Home again, jiggity jog.
Come home
I can't find
again.
I can't find your.
There should be a baby grave right next to the grave. That was.
I know. I just don't know where you died with the rabbit. That's what I'm looking for.
Oh yeah.
All right.
If I had a nickel for every time somebody told me I don't know where you died with the rabbit, I would have one nickel.
Only in 1 hour of life, Tim. Only in 1 hour of life. Okay, come on in. I'm ready for you.
All right.
Actually, you're probably gonna be an Eve because I have a baby cooldown.
At what point in this game do we develop like bio weapons and nuclear war? When is that?
It's coming.
So you're committed to the constant updates of this. You were saying.
Yeah. I mean, the idea is that after it's released, I'll be updating it on a weekly basis, adding new stuff to the top of the tech tree, essentially. And so eventually, players are going to be, trying to climb the tech tree as civilization grows on the servers, while I'm trying to.
Oh my God! A wolf killed me.
There's a new thing. You just
by
had a new
wolf.
experience. You just had a
Killed
new
by a
experience.
wolf at age 14. When I was 14 in real life, I got bitten by a brown recluse spider.
And what happened? Did you hallucinate?
No. My knee grew to about the size of a grapefruit, and I threw up a lot. And my mom looks at me and she's like, "What is your problem?" And I'm like, "Oh, I think I'm gonna die." And she's like, "I don't know what's wrong with that boy." And then finally they took me to the hospital and the doctor was like, "He could have died." And my mom was like, "Did you hear that? You could have died." So that's my 14-year-old experience. Brown recluse spider.
Getting bitten by wildlife.
Yeah, they jammed me with a huge needle, and a whole bunch of black blood just kind of came pouring out of my leg. It was disgusting.
Oh my God! Like they lanced you.
Yeah. And then he goes, "All right," and then he's like, "Look over there," and then I looked askance, and he did it again, and just kept stabbing my knee, my bloated knee, just repeatedly with this thing was like, the needle was like as thick as a nail.
Yeah, it's a lance.
Yeah, and he was milking me,
You need to get all that poison out of there.
Yeah.
All that necrotic blood or whatever it was.
Yeah, and then I had to pour it. It was fun. It was like a science fair volcano, like he's like, just pour peroxide on it every couple hours. And
all right,
pour peroxide on it.
I'm always looking for fodder for this game.
Pour peroxide on a brown recluse spider bite, and I mean, just this thick shashing of blood mist just starts like bubbling out.
Oh right, because blood bubbles when it gets in contact with peroxide, right?
Yeah, this and I mean, it was like this black, like this maple syrupy looking blood mixture that's just kind of pouring out of my purple kneecap.
So you can't hear mouth sounds, but you can discuss this until the cows come home without feeling any discomfort, huh?
Yeah, because I'm burdened with the memory of it. I might as well swim in it. You know what I mean?
Now that's a thought.
I mean,
swimming in it.
So I'm now an independent Eve, and I found some milkweed, and I found a bunch of gooseberry bushes.
All right, you're in a good spot.
Am I close to the home?
I don't know. Our gooseberry bushes are pretty well stripped around here.
Oh yeah, so I think I might be setting up a second city.
It's always good to have a backup.
I've sharpened something. I've made tinder. Here's more gooseberries. Sharp rock. I've got a big hard rock. I mean, literally in the game, that's what it says.
Yeah.
That's what it literally says. I can use the big hard rocks to sharpen rocks. Do I at any point develop some kind of a technology that will allow me to lift things like big hard rocks?
That's one of the things I have on the list for the next update. People are like, oh, there's a rock in the way here. We need to dig it up, right? So shovel or something like that is coming to allow you to
Dig up a
get
rock.
get that stuff out of the big heavy stuff out of the way.
And then,
there's
I
also
would want
you
to
could chop.
carry it over to my home so I could craft things with it over there.
Right. Oh yeah, you mean and plant it so that you could use it.
Yeah, I would use the verb install. I would like to install the rock by my house. Oh no, I'm gonna need some gooseberries real quick. I really wish that I was with my mom. Oh no, now I'm dying. Am I gonna seriously die because I can't find gooseberries? We were having such a good run.
Yeah. And then then our greed over that rabbit brought it to an end.
Give me the fruiting gooseberry. Eat it. Oh my god. I ate it like just in time. I'm ripping this tree off over here. I just ripped off a fruiting gooseberry tree. I've got a gooseberry seed. Wait. You can make a gooseberry seed to plant gooseberry bushes. Is that something?
Yes, but you gotta have fertile soil and water source and stuff before it'll actually work.
That's high tech as heck then.
Yeah, so it's next. It's kind of like next level. It's like part of farming, right? So you can have your own little like field of gooseberry bushes outside your house and milkweed plants as well, and carrots, like rows of carrots.
So as players die and are reborn, they're contributing ideally to like a society, sort of. You can't control where you're born, when you're born, who your mom is, or whether you're a mom yourself, right?
Right.
So you've got this. There's little lessons to be learned then in something like that. You would say, it's all about get in the game and play it, and do what you can with the time you have, and then die of starvation usually.
Well, people have lived till I think 60 or so people have lived all the way till old. Oh, I just burned the rabbit.
You burned a rabbit.
Yeah, you gotta wait for the fire to die down first before you just throw it on the fire, else it burns.
I got a sharp rock and I'm hungry.
Yeah. You don't gnaw on that, sir.
If I had a nickel for every time I've said I've got a sharp rock and I'm hungry, I'd have one nickel. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die of hunger. I died at age 19 of starvation.
All right, I think I can handle a baby.
You think you can handle a baby? You've handled a baby in real life, right? You've had some children.
I've handled 3 babies in real life.
3 children. All right, I'm being reborn. Ready?
Yep.
Give me a mommy. No mommy.
Oh, I don't know why. There must be some glitch in the server. I'm sorry, man.
I wanna burn a rabbit with my mom. Oh, here's a rock. It says stone. It doesn't say rock. Is that a typo? Sorry, that was a joke. Just that was my kind of joke. I'm sorry. I like those jokes. The best, I think the hardest I've ever laughed in my life. Can I bother you with the story of the hardest I ever laughed in my life?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, so it was November 4th, 2010. Not that that's relevant. My friend had some. He cut himself. It's not important how. And he had put some like masking tape on his hand because he didn't have immediate access to Band-Aids because he was going to go purchase Band-Aids at the supermarket or wherever it is you get those. And a friend of mine saw his hand and points at his hand and says, "What happened to your hand?" Okay. And he immediately replied with, "I put tape on it." And that was the hardest I ever laughed in my life. But I mean, it was like, I don't mean the longest I ever laughed, but it was like the most forceful laugh that ever exited my body. It was just like, that's my kind of joke,
Right. Oh. I had a fire and it burned out right before I was able to cook my rabbit.
Oh, yeah. I usually just don't cook rabbits in real life because the fire always burns out before I can.
So it turns out a bit of survivalist wisdom that I ran into when I was doing some research for this game, I think, is that there's a thing called rabbit starvation.
What is
where
that?
if you're in the wilderness and you're hunting and you're trying to survive, and the only thing available to you at that time of year or whatever happens to be rabbits, you're a trapper or something, and you're eating a lot of rabbits, you will get to the point, because rabbits are such a lean meat and don't have enough fat on them, that you actually, even though you're eating enough calories, you're eating all this protein and whatever, that you eventually end up starving to death, even though your belly is full of rabbit, and you'll ravenously be eating more and more rabbit, trying to fill up. Because you're
Can I stop? Did you say ravenously or rabbitously?
I said ravenously. Ravenously filling up on rabbit.
I've got to
And
cut
then,
sapling skewer.
And then your belly will swell because you've got so much rabbit in it, and you still are not satisfied, and you'll eventually die of malnourishment, essentially.
I think they should just call it rabbit poisoning.
Rabbit poisoning.
Or is that when you eat a poisoned rabbit?
You gotta watch out for those.
There are all sorts of. I'm sure that the annals of history are filled with all sorts of stories of people who ate a food thinking it was perfectly fine to eat just that food, and I don't know.
Didn't make it.
The famous story of British sailors eating limes instead
Right.
of lemons because they thought, but limes don't have nearly the vitamin C of lemon.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's something like that's why they call them limeys.
I know that, but
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that they weren't so good.
So I think that we would not call. Okay, first of all,
I'm assuming, Tim, you've never had scurvy, right?
I've never had scurvy. Nope.
Spongy gums. Spongy gums.
I eat my lemons like an American. Okay. So I'm gonna have to check with our legal team to see if I'm allowed to say the word limey on a stream. I don't know how derogatory. I don't know how bad it is to say limey. So right now I'm just walking around eating berries when I need to and not contributing anything to society, just like
Well, if
real
you find
life.
a good patch, maybe I'll be born to you. You ready?
Yeah, I've got.
Find a good patch.
What, you died?
No, I just can. I'll do it.
Okay, let me.
I'll take one. Oh, it's called taking one for the team.
All right, am I the team? Let me hold on.
I just finally cooked a rabbit.
Okay, I've got 2 berry bushes.
All right, here I come.
Big boy, big berry bush. I'm gonna drop my stick, so that I can be born without you can be born without a stick in mommy's hand. There's an old. Hey, there you are. That's my baby. There's an old pagan proverb, a superstition about being born to a mother who is wielding a weapon.
Oh, really?
No, just kidding. It's made the. I'm gonna die. Mommy's gonna die. Mommy lives. Mommy lives. Oh yeah, mommy keeps on living. Okay, now I'm gonna grab my baby again.
Okay, now let's walk, and we gotta look for a good spot. As long as you hold me, don't consume any extra food.
All
Oh,
right.
you have a sharp stone over there.
Oh, big boy. Oh my lord, that wolf is going to consume us.
They're skittish creatures.
Yeah. I'm gonna go get some of these berries from this tree. Stay right there.
All right, I'm fine.
Stay right there, my filthy baby. You know what I like about being a caveman and having a baby? No diapers. Don't gotta change any diapers. When life was young, the world was the diaper. You know what I mean?
I've got to pick my battles in this game, right? In terms of which things I want to simulate and which things I don't, right?
Yeah, you don't want to simulated diapers. You don't want to do that.
No, but I mean, even excretion of any kind is glossed over in a very glib manner in this game.
That's good. So that would be more.
But every second that passes in this game is 6 days of time, right? So there's no night-day cycles. Everything is sort of abstract. I mean, we are living moment to moment and eating one berry at a time, but at the same time is kind of passing, and it's more like a symbolic.
I've
representation
had whole months of my life that feel like that. You know what I mean? What should I do?
All right, so let's find a real good spot. Like, keep walking around in a circle until there's another berry bush.
Yeah, let's go get.
You got to for now, until I get old enough to actually help out. You got to stay fed. That's the most important thing.
Feed the baby. I got to put my dreams on hold.
Yeah, if you die. If you die, then I'm gonna die. I'm a goner. Don't pick me up yet. Oh, okay. Don't pick me up yet. I'm good for a little while. I'll let you know.
Okay, I'm gonna eat my berries. Mommy's gonna stay here by the berries.
I'm looking around.
Here's a rock.
All right. All right. Come south where I went. There's a berry bush down here, and I need some food too.
Baby goes south. Okay.
I'll try to stand still. Come pick me up. Drop that rock.
Mommy put the rock down. I picked
Woo.
you up. Now you have the food. I'm gonna put you down.
Oh, there's 2 more berry bushes down here.
I've
so
sharpened the stone. Just, why not, right?
Still not old enough to pick anything up yet, but I'm getting close.
All right, that's good. I'm gonna eat another one. Oh yeah. Is there anything she eats that makes her just look absolutely delighted, or is it just always the same?
Look
smile?
at me! Look at me, man!
You got a little bit of hair on your head. That's kind
Yeah,
of
that means I'm old enough to do stuff. I think
you're old enough to eat your own food. You can feed yourself. Boy.
All right. But see, every year up to like age 18, I think I gain an extra hunger bar, right? So even though I'm kind of self-sufficient right now, you can still nurse me if you want to. I don't need it because I can feed myself, but I also can't wander that far from home, right? I'm still somewhat dependent on you guys to help me or protect me.
I'm gonna go ahead and put my foot down. I ain't nursing you no more.
You're cutting me off?
Yeah, you gotta get.
You're weaning me at age 4.
You gotta get a job. All right, what do we do? How do we start this party? I'm gonna sharpen this stone.
Yeah, sharpen some stones. Let's set a home marker here.
Okay, how do I do that? How do I do the home marker?
So I'm gonna set it for myself, and then you can dig it up and set it again for yourself.
So what is that?
Oops.
This is.
Okay. Set that down. I'm gonna pound it in for myself, and then you dig it up and pound it in for yourself, and we'll both know where it is.
Okay. So, I
get a sharp stone and dig it up.
Dig it up. Put the sharp stone down. Pick it up, or pick up the rock. Go over here, and then oops, and then pound it, and then boom. That's my homeboy.
Yeah.
Okay. I need a berry. I'm gonna eat a berry.
We're good. We're good now.
And let me go ahead and say something. Pounding sticks with a stone is hungry work. I deserve a berry. I don't know. I feel like I heard this first on Game of Thrones, but describing something as thirsty work. Oh,
right,
that's just
right.
meaning work that makes you thirsty. I'm fond of phrases like that.
Well, isn't it work that makes you desire to consume alcohol?
I'm hearing some sweet tunes. I need berries. Mommy needs berries. Do you know where berries
All right,
are?
so you lived 5 minutes if you're hearing some sweet tunes.
Oh shoot! A wolf is following me. A wolf is stalking me. Okay, so this wolf actually kind of isn't leaving me alone. I see the home marker. I have 4 food meters left. Do you know where some berries are relative to the home? I'm starving. I'm gonna die. I'm starving. I'm gonna die.
We're running low myself. I'm running low myself. Can't spare a square.
Oh yeah, I can't spare a square. Well, I'm gonna wander into the north, to the gray darkness, the grimness. I wandered into the grimness to die there. Did you know that?
All right.
Have you ever contemplated the impulse that drives a seagull to fly as far away from land as possible before dying?
Oh, do they do that? We went through all this food around here pretty quickly.
Yeah, we were born in a bad place. I'm not even, I feel like I'm not stretching that far when I say this is the sort of video game that could teach people a little something, a little bit of empathy for the world. Oh my God. I'm running across the grasslands. I have a wild carrot in my hand.
Yeah, so anyway, I don't feel like the point of this game is not necessarily to like pound some kind of lesson about the world into you, right? It's more like I feel like these situations that these kinds of systems in this game engender are interesting situations, right? Like,
yes,
they're dramatic, right? They're stories like, oh, I was born to this woman who was walking across the desert, and she had a basket full of stuff, and she had to decide between me and the basket. Right? She couldn't take both of us back to the village, right? And so, like, that's a dramatic story right there, right? And
that is an interesting story, because you could literally spawn into this game to a mother who then just leaves you there. And
because she's got stuff, she's been on a 25-minute long quest and has got valuable resources, and she can't carry both, right?
I've eaten
or she knows that she doesn't have enough food to keep sustaining you anyway, and she's got to save the food for herself, to survive back to camp or whatever. So anyway, the structure of the game, the fact that you're born as a baby and that you only have a limited amount of time to live, and then there's other people that you're potentially cooperating with on a sort of a transgenerational project, right?
Yeah.
Those kinds of things, which are, reflective of the way things work in the real world, also are things that tend to create interesting situations and interesting choices and gameplay moments, and like, never the same twice kinds of setups, and where each life story that you live in this game has the potential to be unique, right?
Yeah.
And because it's fleeting, each life and each character that you play is somewhat precious to you, because you will never get to play this character in the same situation again. Right now, there's 8 different visually distinct people in the game, and there's, it doesn't take that long to draw new ones. So
Yeah,
I'm
committed
hoping
to an art style that allows you to update the game fairly frequently with new content.
Right.
So that's
So I mean, the idea is that there'll eventually be 100 or so unique little characters, right, from 6 different races, 6 different skin tones, essentially, and that they will, every time you play, you'll essentially see some new character go through their life and all the stages of life that you've never really seen before, right? So that's part of it too, right? This little character that you're playing is this little kind of precious one-time thing that, you may never have a chance to ever really get to see in the same way again.
I am near so many gooseberry bushes right now.
Oh,
If you could possibly be my baby.
all right. All right, here I go.
I would be able to do it right this time.
Here I come.
I don't
Look
have
out.
a weapon in my hand. I have no
Look
weapon.
out, Mama.
I have
Look
no.
out, Mama. Here I come.
You will not be born to a wielding mother. I have a baby.
Ah,
Oh my god, and I'm hungry. Let me get foods. Let me eat the food. We're gonna just go ahead and bonker down on these.
so yeah. So when you have a baby, there's it takes a lot out of you in terms of food, right?
Do you need
and
food right now?
Yes, I do.
Okay, there you
I'm
go.
born hungry. So carry me for a little while, and okay, there we go.
I was born
So I'll be
hungry
out-
too, but I won't
Yeah.
die hungry. You know what I mean?
Hopefully.
I've adopted as my YouTube sign off. I was born stupid. However, I will not die hungry. That's actually my YouTube.
Okay,
sign-off.
feed me.
Oh, here, you take some.
Woo!
Get some of mom's stuff. Am I so when I pick you up, does that mean that I'm spitting gooseberries into your mouth? That's
No, you're nursing me.
Oh, that milk works fast then. Mom's got a fast milk factory, right?
You'll remember 1 second is 6 days.
Oh, okay. So 1 second. I don't know how much breast milk is produced in 6 days.
Okay, pick me up again. Pick me up. Hurry up.
Eat some. There you
I
go.
guess I should be crying. Let me just try my cry stick out here.
S.
Oh no, I'm
I
too
see
old
an
to cry.
S.
I'm too old to cry.
Oh, TOTC.
You can only cry in the first. I can type 2 things, so I can say, "How does this make you feel?"
Oh my God, my baby boy.
Now, one thing I've noticed a lot of players doing is naming their babies when they're born in this game.
Oh wait, I can say.
Uh-oh, pick me up when we get out of the way. Pick me up. Hurry up. Pick me
Hello,
up,
my
pick me up,
child.
Pick me up. Yeah, so I've been named some pretty strange names when I was somebody else's baby in this game.
Oh, I want to say, get some milk, boy.
I'm good for now. Don't waste it on me. Now we should be kind of wandering around here to figure out what's next.
Yeah, what's next?
Berry bush
What's next in this history of humanity that we are?
this
we are
berry bush is
reenacting.
not. I'm gonna scare the rabbit.
So when is this game out?
In a couple of months max, I think. The next thing pick me up.
Oh, baby bones.
Baby bones. I don't think you're ready for another baby, even if I wanted to. Let's see if I'm gonna. No, I'm an Eve.
Oh, baby bones. Ah, I had this joke going with a friend of mine. We had a long conversation about money, as adults do, and we were joking about how the perfect name for a currency would be. I'm just gonna go ahead and skip you to the end of the conversation. The perfect name for a currency would be GFB, Great Father Bones, because they're the bones of the Great Father.
Right. Okay.
That would be the in my fantasy novel. I'm gonna eat a little. I'll have a little bit of a dinner here. I'm gonna bonker down on these. I once convinced some startup guys in the San Francisco Bay Area that back where I was from, which, I guess I'm sort of from Indiana. Not really, though for all intents and purposes, it kind of works that way. I convinced them that in Indiana we use the phrase hog bonkers to mean being excited about something. And we use the phrase bonker down to mean like have a good time with. And I just made those up off the top of my head. And there's some bones over there. Yeah, so that's why to this day, I found a rock. It took me forever to find a rock, but I found a rock that is not sharp. I'm going to take it down to...
Look, I mean, coining new terms is one of the great pleasures of being alive, right?
Okay, I've got my home marker. Yeah, well, when do I get to do that in this game?
Coining new terms?
Yeah.
As soon as you utter them, I guess.
I'm going to go ahead and just say bonker and down. Okay, I said bonker and down.
Bonker down on gooseberries?
Yeah, bonker and down is what my character is now saying while standing at her home. Oh, there was a sapling right next to my home that I could have used instead of going out of my way. This game is very challenging to my spatial perception of just the space, like trying to remember what items are where, and that gives a very sublime element to it. Like just now when I was trying to find the sapling, and then I had to find a rock, and then once I had the rock, getting back to the base was a challenge. So now I have a home marker.
Yeah.
I see some gooseberry bushes that are picked clean. So I'm now trying to get.
I'm wandering around. Maybe I'll hear some footsteps off screen and figure out where you are.
So when this game is out, you're gonna be hearing other players. You're gonna be seeing other players. Multiple Eves, multiple babies, baby children everywhere. Okay, I found my sharpstone.
Yeah, so far the longest that the testers have ever lived in terms of generations is 4 generations, right? So that's a child, grandchild, great-great-grandchild, and great-great-great-grandchild, right?
I see. I just saw a trail on the ground. What was that? Like a black dotted line.
Oh, so there's automatic pathfinding when you just click with your mouse, right?
Yeah.
And if that pathfinding is going to take you on a circuitous route because of the obstacles that are around, it'll warn you by saying like, here's where you're trying to walk to. It's where you clicked, trust me, right?
Oh, neat.
So if you're like in a house, for example, and you click to go outside the house, it'll find its way outside the house for you and show you why it's walking in the opposite direction that you said you wanted to go, because that's the only way it can find it. It's a pathfinding.
So you're talking about 4 generations of people living, and then you just casually mention a house. And what I'm doing in this game right now is just not preparing me in any way whatsoever to believe that there's ever going to be a house. So that kind of, because I'm so stuck in the dark, when time was young and the world was the diaper is where I am right now. So it's
absolutely.
It's like just realizing that there's a possibility to have a house makes this game seem very exciting.
Yeah, I mean, so there's the technology currently goes all the way up to smelting steel and woodworking.
Mm-hmm.
No
nuclear war yet, though.
Not yet. So people have built kilns and forges and ovens and made pie and built all sorts of metal tools and then built a hand cart. So like I showed you that basket that we had before that allow you to carry multiple things. Well, there's a hand cart that allows you to carry multiple baskets, right? So you could really have like a full load of all sorts of stuff if you could get a hand cart and really walk a long distance and go on sort of a resource run or something, right?
I'm gathering. I've got a carrot and I'm taking it back to my base. I've got a lot of stuff now in my base. Wild carrot. Oh no, I'm hungry. Mommy's hungry. Wait, I'm not mommy anymore because of the baby bones. I've consumed a wild carrot and obtained a significant portion of health in the process. Oh, there's so many rabbits near here, dude.
Yeah, I know. If you get settled down on that, we could all have fur outfits. Be walking around with our little fur hats and everything.
I want to have a fur hat in a video game. Not in real life though, because meat is murder, and fur is furder.
Oh, are you vegetarian?
I don't eat meat, but I don't like calling myself a vegetarian. That's too what's the word? It's too political for me. Where are you
I found a skeleton. I don't know. I'm wandering around here. I'm looking for you.
I found a skeleton as well. The chances are, though, here in the dark world again, where the world is a diaper, chances are it's not the same skeleton. All those sentimental cartoons wherein a character wonders if they're looking at the same star as such and such. Here it's a little bit like, are we looking? Did we see the same bones?
You mean like somewhere out there, Five Goes West or whatever?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Wow.
American Tail.
I'm glad you got the reference. I didn't want to actually mention Fievel by name, because forget that guy.
No, Secret of Nim. That's the Bluth. That's the Bluth film that kind of rocks.
NIMH.
It's pretty awesome.
Mommy's gonna die. 29 years old.
All right. Wait, hold on a second. I might be in a good spot to be your mom.
I'm gonna take a sip of this coffee here. In reality,
thirsty work.
Making bones is thirsty work.
This is not great.
How many berry bushes must be in proximity to you in order for you to?
More than one. I just saw one by itself, and I'm like, maybe there, and I'm like, nah, that's not gonna do it.
So you can only accidentally drop a child when you're near a bunch of bushes.
Oh no, I'm telling you that. I don't want you coming. A child in the reality of this game is that a child can come at any moment. Although the child is given to a woman weighted by how full of food she is, right? So if there's multiple women who can have a baby at any one moment on the server and a baby's coming in, we prioritize the ones that are full and not the ones that are about to starve to death.
Okay, that makes sense.
But there's still a chance to be born.
That's a fairness that reality does not always grant.
Right.
I was born to a hungry mother. Okay, let's not go down that particular rabbit hole. I just mentioned rabbits. There's rabbits in this game. Say boom. There you go. We're back off the subject already.
Oh, here's one little berry bush, but it's already picked bare.
Oh.
This is good.
More like a picked bear, bush.
Okay, go ahead and come in.
Okay, here we go. Clicking on Get Reborn. I was born.
Right.
I was born to a mother who owns a basket.
I'm pretty hungry though, so I gotta hunker down here.
I was born to a hungry mother.
It's your job, baby, is to let me know.
My first memory of childhood is witnessing my mother with her back turned to me, bonkering down on some berries. All right, I'm hungry. Feed me.
All right. I'm going to hold you. Don't jump out of my arms.
Okay.
Be a good baby.
What's the jump button?
You just click anywhere and you'll instantly walk away from me, but I don't want you to do that. Now, does any of this look familiar to you? I see some stuff. Looks like maybe this is just left over from somebody else's civilization. The other thing is that we could walk around and potentially stumble into an amazing civilization.
Yeah, that would see. That's. Oh, there's a skull. What? Is this our original camp, or is this something you just spent a bunch of time working on?
No, I don't know what this is. This is somebody else's.
Well, looks like we're not hungry anymore.
All right.
Let us not squander what we've been given.
These gifts.
Yeah, let's bonker down, but not squander down.
Although some of the berry bushes are a little on the slim side around here.
I'm hungry.
Okay, I'm coming.
I'm almost hungry, but yeah, okay.
Ooh. All right, so we got some baskets here. We do have a little bit of rabbit fur.
Straw, skewer.
We got a bow, drill. We got a hatchet. And there's some branches. I'm just taking a survey here. Somebody was about to make a bow and arrow here out of the U shaft. We can also make. So as long as I hold you, you're kind of good to go, right? You just kind of ride along with me, keep nursing as you need to, and it doesn't really consume any extra food. So I want to do that as long as possible here. I'm trying to get you to the point where you're. I'm
trying to get you like a U shaft to make a bow.
A U shaft. I'm trying to get you. YOU. I'm trying to get Tim.
Baby boy.
To be my little baby boy, my bouncing baby boy.
There are so many berries around
here.
I'm
so proud.
We must strategize and do something with these berries.
We're gonna cook a rabbit, okay?
We're gonna cook a rabbit. We're gonna eat a rabbit. Can we
follow mommy?
Can we find a particularly wascally one to eat?
I'm hoping so.
Oh no, baby's.
Are you hungry?
I'm unable to pick. Feed me now! Now, feed me now! Now, feed me now! Now, feed me.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh my God, I was so scared that I was gonna die.
So I'm. In this situation, I'm kind of juggling the next steps to survival, right? And like trying to also take care of you and hold you as long as possible so I don't waste food. but I do want to get the fire going because if I sit you next to the fire, you're gonna use food slower, and it's gonna make the whole thing
Oh yeah.
a little bit
Oh my
easier.
God, my baby has grown some sort of Charlie Brown hair.
See if you can pick anything up yet.
Okay. I think I don't have enough hair to pick berries. Wait, I did it. Here it comes. Baby's first berry. Okay, baby
All
got
right.
unhungry in a.
All right. Woo. All right. So come stand by the fire.
Oh, stand by the fire. Warm.
You're always.
I've depleted the berry bush nearest our fire.
Uh-oh.
I'm
Wander.
sorry, Mom. I'm sorry, Dad. The berry bush is dead. But maybe it'll grow another berry in a minute.
I don't know where our camp is now. I'm lost.
You didn't home marker it?
Not yet. Oh, I found it. Okay.
There
Let me home marker it.
Yeah, here's
Somebody had a home marker there. I just need to dig it up.
Dig it up. Dig it up, Mom. Wow.
So I should maybe bring you some food, huh?
Yeah. Something juicy would be nice. Can I go ahead and do that same thing? Oh,
Yes.
You stoned the basket. Okay, there we go. Dig it.
Yeah, so you're playing a character we haven't seen yet, I don't think, in this playthrough, right?
Yeah, this little boy. There you go.
Yeah,
I got a home marker.
I think he may be the one that grows the mustache.
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
It's a really nice
I'm
mustache.
hungry and I don't know what to do.
Okay, carrot, I'm coming. I can also nurse you. Come
Bring
here.
child a carrot. Bring me.
You're still.
I'm
you're
here.
Still old
I'm
enough
here. Feed me.
Oh no! I'm about to die. Oh, I was too hungry to nurse you.
Oh no.
Oh, maybe I'll respawn near you because you're young enough. As an Eve. No, I don't know where I am.
I just said mom bones.
But you're old enough to survive, so make it work.
I'm old enough.
Oh my gosh. I just respawned in this crazy. You should kill yourself.
What?
You should really kill yourself.
Man,
come see this. Come see this.
Are you that YouTube commenter?
Isn't it? But I have found civilization here.
Would you say you found the mother lode?
Not exactly, but there's berry bushes planted in rows. There's snares. Rabbit fur clothing. You're gonna be able to put that hat. I'm gonna be able to put that hat on you when you're a baby.
Oh, put that baby hat on. Give me that baby.
Let me
hat.
dig all this stuff. I found a grave full of clothing.
I want to ask, going back to my mother lode comment, that was just kind of offhand. Is there like gold in this game? Is there any economy?
There will be.
There will be gold. That's what you.
Well, I mean, so I'm not building any sort of official currency into the game, right? There's obviously people can trade, and
they'll be able to speak full sentences toward one another as well.
Right, and so
should I make my bones near your bones? I want to put my bones my bones will be by your bones.
Yes, so people know when they come by there, they'll see the fingerprints of a story, that a life well lived.
They will know there were bones.
All right, pop on in here, baby.
Here it comes. 3, 2,
ready
1.
for it.
Baby lives.
Baby is alive. All right.
Oh my God, so many dead people. How long does it take for a grave to become an old grave?
I think an hour, and then it'll stick around for a day or something as the kind of old grave.
Oh my God, there's so much stuff here.
All right, baby. Here you go.
Oh my God, baby hat. I really wish I was still the baby who's going to have a mustache, though.
Yeah, you had to let that one go.
Sometimes you got to.
So you can see somebody started building a house here. There's a wall here.
Just one wall don't make a house, as far as
one wall, and then they're trying to farm some milkweed.
Feed me, feed me, feed me.
All right, there we go.
Sorry, I had to yell it.
And there's a home marker here, and we're snaring some rabbits. We're gonna get that going, so we can kind of get this stuff going in parallel. Get the next rabbit snare going.
Okay, there's a rabbit snare.
Your job, and there's a carrot here I can feed you.
Can we feed the carrot to the rabbit to make the rabbit fatter so that we don't die?
Oh, but I can feed it to you to make you fatter. Let me know when you're hungry, and I'm gonna stuff this into your
my
gob.
Face? How does so how does the baby actually eat a carrot? I don't get that.
I just stuff it into you.
Oh,
Are you ready?
It's not okay. You're not gonna baby bird me. Okay, I'm full now. You know the grossest thing I ever saw in my life. It wasn't the brown recluse. The necrotic matter oozing out of a hole in my knee. It was a woman at Costco, chewing a hot dog, and then spitting it out and jamming it into her baby's mouth.
Oh, you mean like regurgitating it almost?
Yeah. So she was baby birding, and I was watching this. I could not stop watching it because she was sitting directly across from me, and I was eating a slice of pizza. This was in Japan, where the best place to get a decent slice of pizza is at Costco.
Let me know when you're hungry. Don't die on me.
I'm always hungry, but not in the game. I got 4 food meters left.
All right, you're good. I'm trying to build a fire to keep you warm here. Trying to.
My food meter is half full, but the game says I'm starving. That is a commentary on being a baby, I guess. Okay,
well,
I'm gonna need food really soon.
It's a warning. Oh shit!
I'm full.
Oh! Oh! I should have eaten a carrot before doing that.
Oh no!
So the older you are as a baby, the more it takes out of me when I pick you up to nurse you, and so ouch. All right, I think you're young enough though that I'll be a little
What?
Eve near you. I'm Eve. So Eve, if there's a baby that's helpless, Eve will spawn near it.
You re-Eved. Is that
I
the word?
re-Eved. So I can still nurse you. I re-Eved. And look at these carrots. I could have been eating these all along. And I didn't even see them.
Here's a serious question about the mother load. I want to go back to that comment. How crazy is the Twitch chat going to be when a streamer discovers the mother load? Real crazy.
It's gonna be real crazy.
So you're expecting people to stream this game and freak out about it? Probably.
Well, I mean, there's also I have control over every naturally occurring object has a probability associated with it and a biome that it occurs in, right? Like we said, like, oh, you can pick stuff up now.
Yeah, I can pick stuff up.
Baby all grown up. Let's
Baby's
take that.
got sticky fingers.
Take that hat off and see what your hair looks like.
Oh my lord. Hey, I want to put it back on. Baby's not ready to show this to the world. So we're gonna leave that.
Just wait. You got a nice curly blonde guy, but he's got a kind of a sour disposition.
Yeah.
See, he's not a real smiler, so
that's good.
He kind of sees life in the glass is half empty for this guy,
I was born similarly. What can I do to help my mom
okay, so wait till this fire goes out and then cook this. See this rabbit on the skewer over here?
Yeah.
Wait until the fire goes out until it's hot coals and then you can cook that rabbit. I'm gonna bring another one down.
I'm gonna hold the skewer anyway.
Don't burn the rabbit. If you cook it on the fire when it's like a full-blown fire, it'll burn it.
And then that'll be rabbit poisoning.
It'll just be burnt rabbit that we can't eat.
I have 3 food meters. Okay,
there,
now I can.
It's ready.
Hot coals. Now can I eat the rabbit?
Yeah, you can. I think set it down somehow and take it off the skewer.
Set it down and take it off the skewer? How do I do that? Oh my lord, eat it. Now I'm carrying a rabbit skeleton.
Yes, you are.
Nothing like a hat-wearing baby carrying a rabbit skeleton.
Oh, cook the next rabbit. Use the skewer and get that pink rabbit there and cook it.
Okay, where's the skewer?
You set it down over there.
Okay.
I am going to snare another rabbit.
And now we're going to cook this big boy. All right. Does mommy want this or what?
Yeah, I do. Absolutely. Oh.
Eat it.
Now, if you pick a bone...
Can you feed me that rabbit skeleton?
No. If you pick a bone out of the rabbit and sharpen it with, I think, a flint or something, you can make a needle, and then you can pick up that thread, and then we can start sewing clothes.
So you're saying that you made a game with all this stuff in it, but you can't feed a baby a rabbit skeleton in this game.
Here, you're gonna make some shoes. See these little bits of little cloth here?
Excuse me, I don't have to do anything I don't want to. No.
See this needle that I'm standing here? You pick that up and get this thread over here.
I'm actually getting hungry.
You want me to pick you up?
Yeah, can you?
One last time.
Oops. Right. No, it looks like you can't.
No, you're too old.
Holy shnikes. I've got to fend for myself.
There's berry bushes down here, here.
Are you kicking me out of the house?
You're out of the nest.
Okay. I'm nest flying. All right, where are we going? This place is a cornucopia.
Okay, so come over here and get this thread. Put it on the needle. There's a needle over here, and sew some shoes out of these, and you can that'll help keep you warm if you have a little baby shoe.
So then, as I walk, I'll get a.
See the needle? There's a needle right here.
Okay. Needle and thread.
Sew those little pieces together. You make a baby shoe.
Okay. Oh, I did it.
Now put that on your foot.
I got to put down the needle. Pick it up. Put it on Big Boy's feet. Big Boy got one shoe.
One shoe. That's right.
You ever hear
you
the
put
joke
your shoes
about
on one? You put your shoes on one at a time in this game.
The hobo wearing one glove. You know that joke? Do you know?
No, I don't know.
All
right, we are running out of food.
A hobo meets his friend, and his friend is wearing one glove. Okay, I now need some food.
There's a couple of berry bushes over here.
Okay, I see you. The hobo, he sees his friend. His friend is wearing a single glove, and he says, "Oh, you lost a glove," and the friend says, "No, I found a glove." So here we are with me. I've found a shoe. Man, I remember.
Yes.
I remember the first time I heard that joke. Weirdly, I was 19 years old the first time I heard that joke.
Okay, now take off your hat and have a look.
Oh Lord. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that covered up. Is that a dead rabbit?
Yeah, can you grab it and bring it home?
Did you say, "Can I go rabbit"?
Can you grab it and bring it home? I thought there was another outfit here. Let me see if I can put this on you.
Yeah, you.
No, I can't. You're too old for me to dress. So you can put that shirt on too.
All right,
that
let's
shawl.
put it on. Oh, baby boy's wearing a shirt. There's a lot of junk on the floor here in the basement of the Kotaku dungeon or whatever it's called. I've just clicked and I've been born. I didn't mean to be born.
Oh, you're born. All right.
I didn't ask
well,
to be born. I just clicked log in. I didn't realize I was gonna be born. So maybe you should be born. Or do you have the game open?
Yeah. I mean, I could be your baby again.
Wait, that's you. That's my baby. We need to find food then.
That's right. That was probably not wise. We're probably gonna.
Yeah, it wasn't wise, and now I am starving.
So now I can let you die twice. As a baby.
Oh my God. I'm running to the right. Oh my God, I found some green, and I found some sticks.
Yeah, I saw that yesterday. I don't know who left those there like that.
Gooseberries. I died of starvation.
Oh, quick, come back in now. Hopefully you'll be Eve near me. I'm still here near the bush.
I'm gonna get reborn. Today is January 25th, Thursday, January 25th, 2018. That's exactly.
There's only, we spawned with. There's only one berry on that bush for some reason.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna eat
Someone else has been around here mucking with things.
Do you need a berry?
We should walk and see if we can find an even better spot because this is slim pickings here.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna pick it slim.
So this morning before you got in touch with me, I was busy working on pies and shooting geese with arrows and
in real life.
no, adding it to the game. You got to pick me up. Set that branch down.
Yeah, I want to pick you up. There you go. How's that?
All right,
like that?
I'm good. So so I was working on take a system where you could take multiple bites of a pie and working on cooking geese. I think you were asking before, can you eat these geese? I want to eat one of these geese.
Yeah, I want to slay a goose. So you're adding stuff to this game just every day, basically.
Yeah, I'm starting to do that now. Yeah, I mean, most of the coding is done, and so I'm on to this sort of like just content, endless content phase. Yeah, it's interesting. For example, I had to look up what a goose skeleton looks like, right? Because if you're gonna eat this goose, and birds have very strange looking skeletons compared to mammals. They have
very spare.
They have this big bone sticking out of the center of their chest. Pick me up.
Oh, here you go. How's that?
All right. Where we have like a flat, our ribs come around to like a flat breastplate. They have this like ridge, almost like a dinosaur plate or something coming out of the center of their chest.
Yeah, they've got wicked sternums, those guys.
Yeah. I guess that's where their big flapping muscles attach or something. But anyway, so I was like trying to figure out how to draw that with pen and ink today.
So we're talking about big flapping muscles.
But that that's the level of detail that I'm going to in this game, right? Like, what does a goose skeleton look like?
Hold on, I'm typing something. Hey, come back over here. I thought I picked a berry, but I didn't.
No, I picked the last one. I got it right before you did. I've got it. You want it? I can feed you. Come over here and I'll feed you. It'll be a reverse roles.
Can you?
I think so. I think anybody can feed anybody in this game, so you can just kind of come up to people and, oh, yeah, I just fed you, see?
Just like in the real world, anybody can feed anybody. Here, I'll feed you.
It's like one giant Ethiopian restaurant.
So this actually reminds me of Chain World, which
yes,
you did at the I was at that particular game developers the game design challenge. I was at that.
Yeah, one. I'm not sure. Looking back, I think Chain World might have been. Is it 2012 or 13? It was a long time ago.
It was 2012. 2013 was a game for someone.
Right.
March 29th, 2013. I remember that. I was there.
All right, man. Well, you don't remember the game I did between the two, do you? Huh?
I don't think I was at that one.
Yeah.
There was a GDC I didn't go to, unfortunately.
Yeah. So you can't remember that, Mr. Photographic Memory. You weren't
not,
there.
It's not a photographic memory. It's a highly superior autobiographical memory.
Did you ever read Dianetics?
Oh, yeah, I've read Dianetics. What?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
In the early sections of that book, it goes through this thing where you're supposed to develop, like, he basically is claiming that the human mind is like a tape recorder and literally records everything that happens, but we just don't have access to it because we're not accustomed to using it. Yeah. And he goes through these exercises that you're supposed to be doing to cultivate this ability, which would then allow you to go and remember some of your earliest memories to help you become clear or whatever, things that were blocking you from early in your life or whatever.
Yeah.
And the exercise is a pretty interesting one. It's that you start with today and you walk back in time, remembering every little detail of what happened today, right?
Yeah.
And then you remember, waking up in the morning and everything, and then you remember going to sleep the night before, and you keep kind of walking back day by day in your mind. And it's kind of shocking when you do it, how much, like on a given day, you can pretty much remember every little thing that happened. But the previous day is somewhat foggy, I think, because dreams help clean house, right? Dreams like they're supposed to.
The memory, yeah.
Do you dream, Tim Rogers?
I dream. So first of all, I want to say that I think L. Ron, I think L. Ron hovered a little too long in front of the raisin bowl at the salad bar. First of all, is what I want to say. And second of all, I dream, but also I remember everything from every day. Okay, I remember everything that I remember remembering. Does that make sense? That sounds like a jokey way to put it, but I was having a conversation with a neurologist somewhat recently, because apparently this is a neurological condition, supposedly. So it's like, imagine you buy like a pair of shoes, right? And it costs $62.94. I'm just taking that number off the top of my head. That's how much a pair of shoes was that I bought in August of 1997.
You remember this number?
Yeah, I remember that number, $62.94. So it's like you see that number, $62.94, right?
Oh, we're out of food around here. I'm about to die.
Yeah, where are you? Oh, I didn't. We should have made a home
I
marker.
died at age 8. What a wasted baby.
Do you want to be another baby? Would you?
Are you near food?
No. I made a home marker though, and I'm hungry. I don't want to die hungry. But yeah, imagine the shoes are $62.94, and you look at the number on the receipt and you go $62.94. Interesting. And then 3 days later, you look at your shoes and you say, "There's my shoes. They were $62.94." It's not necessarily a mnemonic device. It's just memory happens that way sometimes.
Right.
So for me, anytime I have one of those $62.94 moments, it just never fades. It just never goes away. Right. So that's what I mean by I remember everything I remember remembering.
Right? Well, yeah, I mean, there's also, a lot of us have that.
It's
childhood memories that we don't really remember for real anymore, but the story's been told so many times, or we've remembered it so many times that it kind of gets cemented.
Exactly. Except
I remember remembering that.
I've developed the ability to tell my own childhood stories to myself.
So some stuff I've heard recently about dreams is that what's happening during a dream is that the emotionally important content is being kind of reinforced from your previous day, right? As your brain is kind of cleaning house and forgetting certain things and picking which things to remember and which things to kind of incorporate into itself. And which is why supposedly all sorts of weird elements that are emotionally charged will kind of come together and be kind of combined in weird ways in a dream. So what happens to you? Do you have just dreams that are just like it's like Gary's mod of dreams for you?
I tend to dream, like, in all seriousness, I tend to dream of nothing. I tend to dream of just floating. Just like a floating void. It's nice.
Really?
It's very relaxing. I do tend to listen to white noise when I sleep, and I cover my eyes with an eye mask.
So maybe this is part of this neurological condition. I mean, most people's dreams have content that I've talked to.
I have narrative dreams occasionally. I mean, they don't all qualify as lucid dreams, though. I do have normal dreams where I'm somewhat aware. There are so many rabbits right here.
ways. I mean, one of the things I felt after I created Chain World is, the potential of the game is somewhat squandered. I mean, the conceptual potential is amplified by the fact that there's only one copy in existence, and it's traveling around from stranger. Who knows who has it, from stranger to stranger in the world right now, right? Who knows who's currently playing it? Who knows if you'll ever get chosen during your lifetime to play it and become one of the lucky few, and so on. But there's other aspects to that game that are interesting. Just like the fact that you're leaving something behind for other people to see afterwards, and so on, which don't necessarily depend on the fact that there's only one of these things traveling the world. So I always felt like that kind of potential was squandered a little bit. There's other ideas in Chain World that are, kind of interesting and haven't really been explored in games too much. And
this kind of ties into memory, because it's you're seeing somebody else's memory when you play Chain World. In case anyone listening doesn't know, Chain World is a Minecraft mod that you made as part of the game design challenge, and you handed it it's on a thumbstick, and only one person can play it, and you get one life at a time.
Yeah, so the rules of Chain World is that there's a Minecraft world, a persistent world on this thumb drive, and when you put it in your computer, it launches Minecraft, and you play a very old version of Minecraft, I should say, way before 1.0 or whatever. I think it still works though. Anyway, you play Minecraft once until you die in this persistent world, and then the world is saved back onto the stick, the memory stick, and you have to pull the memory stick out of your computer and pass it on to somebody else who wants to play. And every time someone plays, they're playing on top of all of the other things that people have built inside the world who played it previously, right? So they add their own little contribution to it, then die, and then pass it on to somebody else. And so this Minecraft world that's saved on the stick is constantly changing over time based on how these people are adding to the accumulated constructions and so on.
And you gave that disk or that drive to...
Grab me. Hurry up now. Set down that leaf.
Oh, no.
All right, you live on for a little while. Let's see if we can keep your chain going there. So anyway, handed it to this guy. Well, the guy turned out not to be.
He immediately didn't he try to sell it? Like, what happened?
Well, so he didn't even need the walker. It was just an affectation, I think.
Oh.
Who uses a walker as an affectation? I don't know. But
so in other words, you happened upon a disingenuous individual, is what you're saying.
I guess. Anyway, it turned out that he was what he called a social entrepreneur, which is an entrepreneur who tries to kind of create startup charities. He had this idea that he was going to create a fundraiser around Chain World where he was going to auction it off to the highest bidder, and that highest bidder was going to get a chance to play it, and then it would be played by some celebrity like Jane McGonigal or Will Wright or whoever. And he was lining up these celebrities who'd be interleaved between these charity auctions.
Yeah, so it became pretty much similar to what a religion actually, what it's exaggerated and what religions are portrayed as. And
and so people got really mad about this, that there was this like.
So what happened to it now?
Twitter back and forth and war, and lots of.
We only have a few minutes here, so I need to know what's going on with it now.
Oh God, yeah, okay, that's background. Anyway, so it was sold for $3,000, and some woman held it for who knows how long, like years. And she didn't pass it on to anybody. Nobody knew who she was. She paid $3,000 for it, and just kind of said she still had it and still played it even years later. Maybe she hadn't died yet. And then finally, I was at IndieCade, and one of my friends met her at this restaurant, and she pulls out of her backpack, "I wanted to show you something, Jason," and this little, very worn out looking USB stick that I almost didn't recognize at first.
Wow.
After not having seen it for, I guess it was like, had been 5 or 6 years, right? And the little string that was braided on the back of it was missing, I think, that I had handmade this little like braided cord for it. And some of the paint that I put on it was kind of chipped off, and it looked like it had been through hell. It looked like something out of Blade Runner. Anyway, so, and I couldn't believe it. And I was like, this is it. And I actually held it in my hand, and I couldn't believe I thought I was never going to see it again, of course. So I was like, where did you get it from? And she was like, someone. I was like, were you the one who bought it in the auction for $3,000? She was like, no, somebody gave it to me. It sounds like it's been through several people, over the past year or so, and it finally got to me, and then someone asked me, and I said yes. And so as far as I know, she still has it, but I don't know. She might have passed it on. But it has surfaced.
So it's around. It's in the wind, as they would say.
Yes. It's in circulation.
But that's a game that it's very unlikely anyone listening to this is ever going to get to play. Meanwhile, this game is one that it's very likely people will get to play. When will they get to play it? How will they get it? Where's it going to be available?
Yeah, so in the next month and a half or so, it's going to be coming out hopefully. And I'm trying to just launch it on my own website for now. I feel like over the years the value proposition of Steam has kind of declined, and I think I remember reading about when Aztez came out. I think they said there were 50 other games that came out that day on Steam when they launched or something. So back in the day when I was launching games on Steam as like a thing, just like the way to go, right? It was like there was I was the only game that day, right? I think when like Inside of Starfield Sky came out, maybe there was one other game that day or something, or maybe not. And then, there were like, maybe 10 games that week. So I was on like the top of the new release list for like almost a whole week,
Not bad.
There is not really, the new release list doesn't really mean anything anymore, right?
No. I scroll down it every once in a while just when I'm thinking what sort of a video game could I play as a funny joke. And then I never really do.
But it was so hard. Getting a game on Steam, like Sleep is Death, which was a pretty big hit for me early on in my career, Steam just didn't even want, right?
Yeah.
And so like I tried to get it on Steam and they just stopped emailing me back and that was it, right? And so it was like you had to find somebody who had a contact at Steam and get your game into their hands somehow, and they had to look at it and see whether they liked it or not. And there was no green light or anything back then, and it was very much like once you got on Steam, you got in front of all these eyeballs, right? And they were hand picking games at the
I think that's all the time I have. I would love to play this again with you, and I think that could be
absolutely.
fun.
We will do that again, and maybe at some point after launch, when there's hundreds of people running around in total chaos, we can dive in together.
Yeah, it would be very fun to do that. But yeah, thanks a lot. I guess I want to finish this life, but I don't know what to do with it.
You probably got another half hour left.
Yeah, well, if this food holds, I'm looking at the amount of food and I'm like, there's no way this is going to hold.
Well, you could always just set up a little something for somebody who's going to find your skeleton someday, right? And just fall on your own sword, so to speak.
There were people here, is what someone will say.
Well, you're eating all the berries. That's going to prolong the inevitable.
Yeah, but you might as well eat while you're alive, right? I always say I will not die hungry, but looks like I was wrong today. My head is swimming with questions about what it is like to survive in this game, and I would like to see more. So
yes.
So
yeah, you still haven't ever gotten old, right?
I've never gotten old, not even in real life.
Yeah. So there's a lot. You haven't been born to a stranger. You haven't gotten old. You haven't had children and grandchildren.
I was
running around.
I actually have been born to a stranger in real life.
Yeah. No, I know. We all have. You haven't. But you don't have children and grandchildren. That's true, right?
In real life?
Yeah.
No. I don't have either of those.
Have you left your mark on the world?
I have a Twitter. It's verified.
Yeah, and action button is kind of sitting there with the content hidden away.
Yeah,
so
no one is
people go search in the Internet Archive.
No one is allowed to see it.
I'm at Kotaku. Some of us remember it. Some of us remember it, Tim. So I think it had some kind of profound impact.
Remember, so I think I mentioned this in email. Exactly 3 years ago today, we went to Waffle House in Austin, Texas.
Okay. Yes.
Exactly 3 years ago today.
How do you know what day we went to Waffle House in Austin?
How do I know what day we went to Waffle House? It's because PAX South 2015 ended on the evening of the 25th of January.
And how do you know that?
Because
you didn't even look it up. You just know that.
Before I went to PAX South, I remember verifying exactly what date it would end. And I remember checking my watch, or not my watch.
Well, yeah, everyone did. Everyone who went to PAX South had it on their calendar. Every human being.
I remember checking my phone several times that day. I was so out of it touring the world with this video game that made no money.
Video
And-
ball.
Yeah, we don't need to say the name of it. Don't buy my game if you're listening to this. Touring the world, and I was looking at my phone repeatedly and being like, yes, today's the 25th. Yes, it's over today. Today's the last day. I just like kept telling myself that. And we had this rented Buick. And remember we got pulled over for speeding about 22
Yes.
miles outside of Austin, Texas. We drove up to Austin,
I didn't remember it until you just said it, but now I remember.
and then we went to Waffle House.
I remember going to Waffle House.
And it was delicious. Adam Saltzman was there.
Oh, okay. I was going to ask you who surprised us and showed up there.
Chris Graft, editor-in-chief of Kama Sutra, was there. We had a really
Yeah,
good
no,
time.
Adam Saltzman was the one who kind of dropped in halfway through.
Yeah, dropped
I don't
in,
know.
and nobody wanted to eat anything because they were all on their low-carb diets or whatever. Your fingerprint is actually in my iPhone. Your fingerprint is the only other person's fingerprint in the world that can unlock my iPhone.
So what we did at the time was added an extra fingerprint to it.
Yeah, we added your fingerprint to my
I just
iPhone.
remember messing with it. I don't remember.
It was new. It was new technology to you. It was not new technology. I'd had that phone for 2 years. Though,
What?
yeah,
I
man.
thought those fingerprint readers had just come out at the time. Well, all right.
And it was 2013. Though, yeah,
All
you
right.
added your fingerprint, and you were really impressed that it worked. You were the one who was impressed with the technology.
Well, new relatively speaking. New relative to arrowheads, okay?
Oh yeah, are you gonna have fingerprint scanner technology in your game at some point?
Absolutely.
Nuclear war. You're gonna have a Buick, a Waffle House, all this stuff. When will I be able to drive?
I'm going to have waffle irons, and it's going to be and signage, and it's going to be up to you,
To make
Tim
the
Rogers,
Waffle House.
to open a Waffle House in the game. Yes.
I'll goddarn do it. I don't care. I don't care what anybody says. I'll do it. Man, that Waffle House was so good. That was a really good time at Waffle House.
Yeah.
I ate 2 waffles and triple hash browns with cheese and jalapenos.
Wow.
And I drank 4 cups of coffee.